Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. This is Boy Lungas Museum and welcome to hashtag Left to Inspire. You know the vibes. I just want to say one thing. One thing that people often do is to give up on themselves and rush in the process and rushing who they are and rushing what they would become because of people's perceptions. Do not rush because of people's perceptions. Take it slowly. Take it a little bit slowly. And you'll get there. But before I started this video, please don't forget to subscribe, like, hit the notification bell, share to your friends, share to your close relatives, share to everybody who would love to hear this. So yeah, let's go into it. We often rush because of people's perception. Why I'm saying so is because every time someone has a perception about you or you think or assume that people have this perception about you, you often want to move around and make things go quick and make sure that if the timeline of your timeline or a certain timeline doesn't reach, you don't reach a certain standards or a certain goal, it's like it's over for you, which is not. We often forget that a journey takes time. We often forget the journey will always, if it's 10 years, it's 10 years. It will always take time, and do not rush yourself to get where you want to get or where you are working to get on. You understand? Let's not confuse the mere fact of saying where we want to get. Let's say where you're trying to build to get, you understand? Where you're trying to build at building blocks, you understand? And most people rush because of what we hear, what do people think about you, what do people say about you if you don't reach that goal in a certain X amount of years, which is not something you should be rushed on. You understand? I don't rush myself anymore. I used to do that. Because I felt like if I don't reach this, I'm not fulfilled. If I don't reach this, I'm not gonna be happy. Which is filled up to stress yourself, depress yourself, and we often forget how we are good at, how we are gifted in this world. You understand? And if it's often us who are trying to build and get to a place where you want to get, where we rush and often fumble and do a lot of mistakes. And that's how often happens. Let's forget about what people say about us. Let's forget about what people think about us. Let's forget about what perception they have about us. Let's focus on the goal. Let's focus on building ourselves and what we want to get. It's very important to build yourself, because most people think that when you build on your career and you don't build yourself, and that's why many people fall, because of those type of perceptions, because of those type of mindsets. Your mentality must be the same. I remember my soccer coach, even though we're not getting along, we don't talk that much, but he always said to me, every time we play football, had the same mentality, same attitude, same energy, with the same tempo at all times. And I would add, and by the grace of God, making sure that you accomplish it, making sure that you're still building on it, making sure that you're consistent on it, making sure that day to day that you don't give up on yourself, making sure that you are focused and never allow someone to predestine your future. You understand? Don't ever allow it. You understand? Building on yourself, building your brand, building your name, building your image. I'm not saying you should rely on that. If your image gets destroyed, build it again. Everything could fall. Everything could happen in a blink of an eye. Understand? But do not give up on yourself. That's one thing. The only thing you have that is valuable, that's priceless, is yourself. And whatever you have in here and in here. You understand? All these things of this world will come and go, will be there or still be there. It's just siyayithanda ukuyijahisa thina, sithanda ukuzwa abantu ukuthi bathini. Umuntu athi kanje iqiniso lelo. I used to be when I came here, I used to be bullied by my own family, by my own friends. Let me just say friends, people, my colleagues, understand. And I told myself, why am I rushing myself? If they have that mindset about me, let them be, because that's all their own perception. I remember I often see it on Instagram that an apple is an apple that's beaten on one side, and an apple is not beaten on beaten one side, it's not beaten on another side. But there's a mirror on that side, you understand? That shows the perception of what the apple that's been beaten. So yeah, that's the key. So always don't give up.